down a little.
Talk to each other more.
That's what the news is supposed to do.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets. Win or lose, so you can turn that $150 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$150 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on.
Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Make Menards your destination for tools this holiday season. Works has solutions for your resolutions. Get a 20-volt drill and driver kit, only $24.99 after $25 rebate. A 5-tool combo kit is just $139 after $50 rebate. Pick up a mini cutter kit, only $69.99. A Brad Naylor kit, just $119 after $40 rebate. Hurry, these great deals won't last long. Save big on tools all month in store or on Menards.com.
Big changes are happening, and it's good news for car buyers. Bill Estes Chevrolet in Indianapolis and Bill Estes Chevy GMC in Lebanon are now the all-new Leo Chevrolet and Leo Chevrolet GMC. And you just gotta go to Leo. Because at Leo, we've streamlined the way you buy a new Chevy for the better. It's car buying your way, with honest prices and friendly faces. We make it the absolute easiest place to buy a car. That's why if you're shopping Chevy, you gotta go to Leo. The all-new Leo Chevy and Leo Chevrolet GMC.
Your local news, live or on demand, on 13 Sunrise.
Ladies and gentlemen, our departure has been delayed.
Yes. You're kidding me, man. Why are you so happy?
I'm watching the game.
Seriously?
Yeah, with NFL Plus.
Get live, local, and primetime games on mobile with NFL Plus.
Unfortunately, our flight has been delayed another hour.
NFL Plus. Keep the NFL in reach.
This is Fox 59 Sports Overtime.
The Buckeyes and Indiana is going to the college football playoff, and they're going to get a bye. Unbelievable.
Final score at Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars 36 and the Indianapolis Colts 19.
An amazing 2 days of football for local fans, the highest of highs, and yes, the lowest of lows, all in less than a 24-hour period. Hello and welcome to Sports Overtime here on Fox 59. I'm Chris Hagan. Let's kick things off with the Colts down in Jacksonville this afternoon. Sole possession of first place of the AFC South on the line against the Jaguars. Rainy weather in Duval County, but that doesn't stop these folks hopping in the pool. I mean, if you're already wet, what's the problem? Trouble, though, from the start. First offensive snap of the game, and Daniel Jones is intercepted by Devin Lloyd. That would set up an easy Jaguars short drive for the touchdown and the lead. Colts would answer, though. 11-play, 76-yard drive. Jonathan Taylor plows in from the yard out. Extra point. We're tied at 7. But play of the game, maybe the play of the year. Jones, back to pass. No contact, but he goes down immediately, grabs his right leg, would throw his helmet in pain and disgust. They say it's Achilles injury. ESPN reporting a season-ending tear. It gets even worse. The Colts offense struggling. JT never fumbles, but he did today. Lost it. Jerry Jones recovers. Jacksonville in business again. Very next play, Travis Etienne breaking free. 28 yards to the house. It was 21-7 just like that. Threatening to blow the game open. Jacksonville not done before the break. Trevor Lawrence goes to Tim Patrick, 7 yards out. And yeah, this thing was getting away at the break. 28-10. Second half, Jones out of the locker room, but not in uniform and with a boot on the right foot, not what you want to say. Fourth quarter, Leonard trying to get rid of the ball, just a rookie, not a lot of reps, giving it his all, but that is a safety. Knee hit the ground before the release. Jaguars extend the lead to 33-13. Leonard would play 60, however, and gets his first pro score near the end of the contest, 6-yard touchdown run, but too late. The Jaguar jinx continues in Jacksonville, making 3 losses in a row for the Shoe this season. They've now dropped 4 of the last 5. 36-19, the unhappy final today, and our Dave Griffiths was there.
With one fateful step from quarterback Daniel Jones, the Colts season has taken a disastrous turn.
Anytime you lose a guy that puts in so much work and so much effort and is always there for his team and is showing up with a fibula injury and goes out there and freaking plays, just so much respect for him.
It's devastating. He's out there fighting, scratching, clawing the past few weeks, and just to see him go down, you don't know what's going on, and you just hope for the best.
I mean, it hurts. It's a dagger. It's a dagger to lose a veteran, to lose a guy that's experienced, to lose a guy that's been here all season.
They still really haven't processed it. I need to go talk to him and stuff. Feel terrible for him. You never want to see that happen. He was putting so much on the line for us.
Now the offense is Riley Leonard's to command, from 6th-round rookie to starter, playing meaningful December football.
The biggest thing today for me was just to, walk onto the sidelines and have guys like Quentin Nelson come up to me and say he believes in me. Everybody on the sideline was just, very supportive.
He goes down and marches down the field, throws a touchdown that gets called back. He had a big 3rd down conversion, made some good plays, some good throws. I thought he went in and competed his tail off.
On the other side of the ball, the Colts defense had great difficulty stopping the Jaguars offense, giving up a season-high 36 points.
They attacked, with the run, obviously with the play action pass that was able to get us a couple times, and we weren't getting the communication that we needed, and we didn't make the plays that we were supposed to make. We went over several looks that happened during the game.
All that stuff that's on that field, I got to be better for the guys just going forward. We can't give up the explosive plays. We got to be better there.
Better is the mandate, and sooner rather than later is the timeline. With the Colts, I'm Dave Griffiths.
Hey, thanks, Dave. On the brighter side of things, less than 24 hours ago, IU won its first outright Big Ten title since 1945. Today, the Hoosiers awarded their first ever #1 ranking, and our Alexa Ross was down in Bloomington as the team gets set for the college football playoffs as the #1 seed.
It was a sleepless night for the newly crowned Big Ten champions. Now it's full steam ahead for Indiana, the top seed in the college football playoff.
We're at the point in our season where every game is a 1-game season, and it only gets tougher from here on out. So being battle tested and having been in a situation where we had to rally together, things weren't always looking good, and we found a way to win. It's always good to go through those battles.
The Hoosiers made their CFP debut last year in South Bend. Experience this year's squad can utilize.
Like every other experience from our first year, the returners all learn from those. Some of the newcomers have been in this situation before. That's only going to help us. And this is a different team that's overcome some hurdles that the last year's team didn't.
The Hoosiers have to wait and see who they'll be playing in the Rose Bowl, but Signetti has a plan for the program.
We'll treat the first half of this just like any off week. We'll practice enough to stay sharp, get the rest and recovery in, get the weights in. And then once we figure out who we're going to play, then we'll be able to kind of hone in and go into game plan mode. We'll essentially get 2 full weeks in of opponent prep.
And Signetti knows his team will be ready to play the Crimson Tide or the Sooners in Pasadena. Reporting with the Hoosiers, I'm Alexa Ross.
All right, thanks, Alexa. Now let's bring in JMB from 93.5, 107.5, The Fan. John, the good, the bad, and the ugly the last 2 days football-wise. Let's start with the good. IU, can you believe it? Big Ten champs, the #1 seed.
Absolutely incredible the way that they did it. And then the scene after they won was incredible inside Lucas Oil Stadium with the IU fans. If anybody were to ever told us 3 years ago, for example, this would ever take place, you wouldn't buy it. But Chris, what stood out to me the most over anything else was the physicality. And that's a word we talked about with this team all season long. The physicality when they matched Ohio State really every step in that category. And if you remember going back to last November, that was a year ago in Columbus, that was an issue for IU. And then Kurt Signetti went out and tried to come up with a resolution for that issue. And that's what we saw. We saw a team that resigned to play every single play as hard and as physical as they can. And who would have ever thought they would do in the second half to Ohio State defensively what they ultimately did? It is mind-blowing and absolutely awesome. I'm thrilled for all those longtime IU football fans out there.
And they've got a long time to enjoy this before they get down to business in the Rose Bowl. We'll talk about that in the weeks to come. But right now, let's get to the bad and the ugly football-wise locally. The Colts lose the game, they lose first place, and they lose Daniel Jones.
Yeah, the Indy injuries just keep on coming here. I think the team mascot's going to have to be like a walking boot or something like that, Chris, in the future. That's how bad this is. And this not only clouds, obviously, right now, and, what is going to just take an absolute miracle now to be a part of the postseason, to win a game, I think, out with Riley Leonard, assuming he's going to be the starting quarterback. But this is going to cloud the future here. Because what do you do with Daniel Jones? The time period it's going to take him to come back. Do you sign him to an incentive-laden deal? He's obviously going to be a free agent this offseason. Does he get an incentive-laden type of deal? And you go out and get another quarterback. You kind of wait on his return. What do you do with the veteran players on this team, Chris? Now, this is all worst-case scenario stuff, but I think it's logical. Think about it right now. Guys like Jonathan Taylor, guys like DeForest Buckner, who's waiting to come back as well. What do you do with a group that is prepared to win now, that mortgaged the future to win now, and is absolutely ill-prepared to win now because their quarterback is completely compromised? We've seen this team screwed before. This is about as screwed as it gets.
You harken back to 2011 when Peyton was hurt and they cleared the deck. So many of those veterans were sent packing. I remember the little cartoon in the newspaper about how they were all parading into the rental truck to head on out. I mean, could we be looking at that, a doomsday scenario? You have to trade maybe to get some draft capital back. You don't have any number one picks the next 2 years. You have a questionable quarterback. You have so many uncertainties with this franchise. And I think right now, as we talked about on your radio show Friday, everything is back on the table.
I had mentioned, maybe I was a little overzealous going back in January, go ahead and start new right now. Reset absolutely everything right now. And then they won 7-1, and everybody thought I was crazy. And now you kind of wonder, you go through all that fun to be 7-1 to get here and this incredible disappointment. It's almost like, yeah, you should have gone ahead to reset the entire group and just started from there. It is incredible where they are. And I don't think that there's a logical path right now. I really don't. And it's tough to figure out. Even if you look at free agency and what could come via that avenue, I mean, the fact that they're right now in the win now mode and nowhere near winning now with where they're set up at quarterback, it's astounding bad luck, and the injuries keep on coming.
Yeah, in less than 6 months, Tyrese Halliburton, Caitlin Clark, and now Daniel Jones. So many what-ifs, so many things to talk about for you tomorrow starting at 3 o'clock. We'll be listening. John, thanks for the time.
You got it, Chris. Thank you.
All right, let's hit a break. Back with more after this.